War gear time. Recently mentioned that I got some good attack jewels together and I need to start jeweling up my war gear. This is my 100 million account. It's just a little baby. And you will be amazed what gear she's got free to play. If you're laxing, you can do it. And don't let anybody tell you you have to settle for having bad gear just because you're free to play. Yeah, it's going to take you a lot longer. But I mean, yeah, 107 million mine, that's not terrible gear. Can be better, of course. Always can be better until you've got them all to orange. She needs another hat. She's only got the coronet. I'd like to do Beast Helm, but I went and forged this thing here, Dragon Fist. So that used up my mats, and I knew I was going to regret it, and now I'm regretting it. Beast Helm, definitely a worthwhile piece. Anyway, so we need to do something about jewels. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to remove that Cavatek jewel out of that offhand, because I think I actually have a better one now. Let me just double check. Yeah, that is a better one. Cav max HP 6.2%, Cav attack 6.2%. Okay, here it's 6.65, but bear in mind that a lot of it's the jewel. So let's view that. We're going to unequip. Now, this is why you have to be so careful about what you put in there. You got to chisel them out. And if you don't have enough chisels, you end up having to spend gems to do the job. So, be a bit careful about what jewels you put in what. This I jeweled up like super long ago. And yeah, look, that was all I had at the time, so has to happen. And now I sit with this. You see, I've got 2 chisels. I've got 2 jewels I need to remove. Luckily, that's all I need to remove. I don't have any green chisels, so I'm just going to go with the blue chisels. Not sure if it's a great idea, but okay, let's start drilling these things up. Okay. Let's first of all take a look at my jewels, shall we? What have I got? Let's get this. Never mind. Right. Jewels. Only your attack jewels are really worth putting into your gear. Bear in mind that you have a cost of removing a jewel if you get a better one later on. So you're going to go with attack, you're going to go with HP from the monster jewels, but those really need to be purple before you use them. Your defense jewels. You don't want to go there. But yeah, I've, on one of my cuts, got a gold defense jewel, so I decided to just use it. It's going to be quite expensive to remove if I ever decide to replace it. Alright, so what do we got? Yeah, it's not looking terrible. We can fuse those. Then I've got 3 blues over there. I've got a purple. Now, if you just take a look here, that a blue is giving you 6%. That's kind of worth it. A green only gives 3%. And that's not really worth it. Especially when you bear in mind that you've got to chisel the damn things out when you get something better. Defense jewels, wall jewels, siege jewels, useless. These guys, I mean, yeah, they can be nice in time. But you're seriously going to want that to be a bit higher before you use it. I wait until they're purple, to be honest. All right, let's take it further. Now, there's more than one way to skin a cat. Some people put mixed jewels in everything, and this is a mixed gear set, but I'm thinking a bit long-term here. So, yeah, I'm going to go, this is an inf piece. So, Cherry Vial, definitely, oops, definitely an inf piece. Where you come back. We are going to view that, and we're going to obviously shove in an inf jewel. Make it stronger at what it's good at. That's my approach. Ooh, I've got a 5% ranged attack there on a purple worm jewel. That's not terrible. I might use that. Okay, probably in my Wormbone Coronet. Remember, you can't put 2 jewels the same. So we're going to want infantry. Now, I'm going to use one of my blue jewels here, and there's a reason why. Once I have caps, I am so not going to really be that interested in the vial. And it's going to be a long time free to play to get to 3 decent caps. Worthy Prince always says work on one at a time. I'm inclined to say, look, it takes so darn long. If you've got one to purple, you might as well start your next one. Even at purple, the boost from a cap is exceptional. So yeah, I'm going to go for caps in the long run. In the meantime, yeah, the Terra Vial is useful and I want it jeweled up. This guy here is a beauty. It's only green at the moment, but it'll come up. And I am using it. It's already giving me, without jewels, 7% infantry and 7% range, nearly 8. So, at this point, it needs some jewels, infantry, and ranged. So this is a nice piece. I'm really going to be using this in the long term. So I kind of think it's worth using that purple ranged attack jewel in there. And then, yeah, the other thing it does, of course, is infantry. So we're going to put in an infantry. Thinking in the long term, I'm always going to use this piece. So I'm going to use one of my purple inf jewels right there. I don't think it's a bad call. So bam! 2 purple jewels. Look at that. 19%, nearly 20%. Infantry and ranged attack. Not quite what you'd expect from 100 million castle. And that's with a green ambrosial cap. You know, I've seen a lot of people using low-level gear at gold, and they think because it's got a pretty color, it's going to be good for them. No. There is some lower-level gear that I would consider at the moment. This guy is on my radar. Just because it's going to take so long. I think it's the Hoot Claw piece that can replace it, but it's just going to take forever. Because it's a new monster. I was actually a little bit peeved about the new monsters. This used to basically be the best ranged cav armor that you could get. Now there's something better. But thinking in the long term, yeah, I'm probably still going to use this. Ooh, I did that dumb thing again. Yeah. Live with me. I'm not making any money out of this YouTube channel. Okay, here we are. Let's take a look at this piece. He is an awesome cav piece. Look at that. 17.65% attack. No jewels. So, we definitely need to jewel that. And, of course, it's a cav piece. I'm going to boost the cav on that. Definitely. What do we got? A purple cav attack jewel, which adds 12%. Oh, yes. That's tasty. Oh, look at that. That's so super tasty. I like that. Okay, am I going to bother with anything else? Well, for the moment, no. Maybe later. I'll think about it. You know, I mean, I could, because I'm using it in a mixed gear set, decide, oh, you know, I'm going to put in a ranged jewel or whatever. Yeah, I'll think about that. It's a big decision. As long as you know it's a big decision, that's all good. This book is just evil. Look at that. 10% ranged attack, 6% cav attack. So we're definitely going to jewel that, and it is a long-term piece. It's something I'm going to use no matter how ginormous I get. If I get to billion mites, I'm still going to be using this piece. So, let's jewel it. Cav and range. What do we got? We're going to give it a blue jewel. It's not terrible. Blue cav jewel gives me 6% there. Got it. Ranged. I've got a blue ranged jewel for it as well. 6%, not terrible. Obviously, I'm going to be looking to replace that in time, but it's going to be a long time before I have a purple jewel to replace it with. And that's not looking bad now. You know, nearly 17% ranged attack. And 12% cav attack. Still a nice piece. Even at green. Definitely worth having. I'm so glad I saved my skulls for that. There's really nothing much else worth it in the Grim Reaper set. This is a beautiful piece, and every free-to-play should have it. Just because it is so versatile. I mean, look at that. Ranged, cav, inf. Definitely stronger on cav and inf. Let's see what we can do about that. We're definitely going to try and jewel up something here. We're definitely going to put in one of those. We are going to put in one of those. Yes. Now I have the knotty problem of the ranged jewel. I've only got a green. So kind of maybe should have broken up that purple, but well, I'll live with it. I did see that I've got this purple worm jewel floating around there, which is ranged attack. This terror jewel, which is infantry attack. But I'm going to go... oh dear, well, yeah, I'm going to go with the worm jewel. It's going to be a long time before I have something better, so let's look at that. Ranged attack is 10%, 15% each on the other two at blue, which is really good. Kind of curious to see what it would take to upgrade that at this point. Bit of a mission getting that thing up, but you can do it. It's one of the easier level 60 pieces to upgrade, and it's extremely versatile. If you're free to play and you're in it for the very, very long run, you might end up replacing your sword. I know that most pay-to-players use the sword up to a point and then replace it with other gear. Not pay-to-play, so let's see here. This is going to be tricky because I've just used my terror jewel, I think. Yeah. Oh, sorry, the worm jewel. Terror jewel is infantry, and that is a ranged piece, that wormbone coronet. Mostly I've got it for the that purple cav defense jewel. Never, just never. Yeah. I'm gonna wait with this one. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hope for more range attack jewels in Guildfest. I'm not getting any from familiars yet because, yeah, 2% ranged attack. And it's gonna cost me a chisel to remove it. I don't think so. Alright. Still that purple terror jewel that really, really needs a home. Where shall I put it, I wonder? That looks like the place for it. Let's sort that out. And we're going to use that purple terror jewel, giving me 5%. I'm happy with that. I'm not interested in the defense. Yeah. That's looking pretty. That's looking way pretty for somebody my size. Of course, this castle was like super slow in developing, in case you're wondering. She's a late bloomer. She likes to fight too much. That's the problem. So, Jim. I think for now, I'm going to think about it. Yeah. Ranged cav, I might have a cav jewel for that. I'm going to use the cav jewel on that. And it's definitely nice. I'm like there, 17%. I'm not going to cry. So that's a start. It's very definitely a start. But I think the message here is there are a lot of ways to jewel up pieces. You can jewel them up mixed so that they boost all troop types. I've heard people recommending that. I've never tried it. I prefer to jewel according to the strength of the piece. And then later on when I start developing specialized war gear sets, then my pieces are also all specialized. That's my thinking. But yeah, there are people who would disagree, and under certain circumstances, I think they might even be right. So that's it. Boosted my attack one heck of a lot. Looking forward to the next battle. Remember the importance of jewels. Don't use them before they're blue, unless you're very, very fighty little baby castle like this one was, in which case I did use a couple of greens. But then bear in mind that there's also cost attached to removing those jewels. So have a care, have a care.